Let's look at a couple more examples of finding an unknown length or side using surface area. So here in this example, I just want to show you what might happen if you have to do two algebraic steps to solve one of these problems. So we're told that a company likes to use pyramid-shaped boxes to ship their products, and the total surface area of a standard box is 325 square centimeters. So that's the first number I've encountered. It's probably going to be important, so I'm just going to write it out so I don't forget about it. 325 square centimeters, and the base of the box is 10 centimeters by 10 centimeters. So on my picture of the net, I can write 10 centimeters by 10 centimeters here on the square base sides. What's the slant height? So they're asking us, what is the slant height along the side of the pyramid box? Now, you'll remember from our formulas for square-based pyramids, we call this the letter S. So we want to know, what does S equal? So to solve a question like this, we always have to start with that surface area formula. So the surface area of a square-based pyramid from our formula sheet is 2bs plus b squared. So the surface area we know, and we've also been given a number for the length of the base of the pyramid, which means the only thing we don't know is S. So we can fill in all those things. 325 equals 2 times, well, the base length was 10, times the slant height, which I don't know, plus that, again, that base length is 10. So this 10 squared here, that represents the area of the square base itself, 10 by 10. So now what we want to do is we want to solve this equation for our unknown S. And the way we're going to do that is just by simplifying it and using some algebra to move every number over to one side of the equation and leaving just S by itself. So what I'm going to do is any place that there is a multiplication of numbers, I'm just going to do that multiplication. So 2 times 10 is 20 times S, the thing I want to know, plus 10 squared is 100. And this is just going to make my life easier with the algebra so that I'm just moving around a single number and not something like 10 squared. If I do that squared now, I don't have to risk forgetting about it later. So when I have an algebraic equation like this and I want to solve it for S, the first thing I have to do is move anything that isn't attached to the S. So the 20 is attached to the S by multiplication, but I can move this 100 over with subtraction. So that's what I'm going to do. Subtract 100 from each side. That gives me 225 is equal to 20s, or 20 times s. And now what I want to do is get that 20 off the s. And so I'll have to use division to do that, the opposite of multiplication. So now I have s is equal to 225 divided by 20. And I can do that in my calculator. And I get 11.25 centimeters. And I'm not told to round, so I'll just leave it as 11.25.